Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader, and I have a message for Gemini today. This is a weekly message with information about the reading, the energy around you this week, as well as advice on how to navigate this energy. I'm tripping over my words a bit because when I drew these cards, my guide said, you're going to get some resistance with what you're going to share. And so I'm trying to figure out how to deliver the message to you so that it at least plants a seed. So the energy around you this week, we've got the Strength card. Now the Strength card is interesting because it means that there's a reason to be strong. So whenever this card shows up, I feel that there's some tests, there's some situations that test your resolve and that are maybe a little bit challenging for you. These are not necessarily overt battles that you have to fight. It's kind of just these subtle situations that come in to kind of push you a little bit. Now, you respond to that by taking on too much. 10 of Wands. You get yourself a little bit too involved in trying to fix the situation and too involved in picking up other people's burdens and just getting your fingers into a little too much. Like having your fingers in too many pies. And it's stuff that's really not your responsibility to hold up, but you feel like you have to. Now, this is where I know there's going to be a little resistance. We've got the Knight of Swords going into the Empress facing the Four of Cups. So you're kind of feeling like, and I think that's the reason for this, the 10 of Wands, you're feeling like you have to respond to all these situations as the mom who shows up and makes everything better, takes care of things. But some of it is not, it's not a pure desire to be a mom. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not that you want to take care of things for the joy of taking care of things. It's that you want to take care of things so that you can be seen as the capable one. You can be seen as the mother. You can be seen as the giver, the one who fixes, the one who has everything together. At the end of the day, we've got the Four of Cups here. Your concern is you and how you look. You see that she's staring at her own reflection? So you're not even concerned about that the situation turns out for the better. You're concerned about using the situation to look good. And it's really hard for me to say this because it sounds like a criticism, but some of that is why this guy is here, a Knight of Swords. They're asking you to look critically at your reason for doing this. And the reason why is because it's actually rebounding on you negatively. You get worn out. The 10 of Wands here. You're getting worn out and you're getting overwhelmed by all of these things that aren't even yours. And it's just because of the way you want to be seen. And these cards are saying to you, this is not necessary. First of all, our Strength card shows up because you have the inner strength you need to get through these things for yourself. You don't need to prove yourself. You don't need to show up as different than who you are. You don't need to be someone else for everyone to understand that you're capable, for you to understand that you're capable. It's kind of like you want that reinforcement from the external so that you can believe, yeah, you know what, I am capable. I can do this. But it's not necessary. It's already a given. It's already there. So I caution you this week against trying to show up as that mom energy, the Earth Mother energy that takes care of everything. You know, it's funny because if you I was looking at the faces, he's very focused in his eyes. She's looking up with her eyes closed and she's looking down with her eyes open. So it's like you're not seeing things, your gaze is all over the place. And you don't know whether to look inside, to look outside. And so that's why you're trying to show up so much. You're trying to ask the outside to tell you who you are instead of just knowing who you are and knowing that you don't have to take on this ridiculous persona. And I'm saying ridiculous because I'm trying to lighten it up, because what you're doing to get approval and to get the sense of self is way over the top. You don't need to do that. So, pare it back, just understand what it is that you need to do to get your things done. You don't have to prove anything to anyone. So I look forward to seeing you next week. If you would please like and subscribe to this channel, I would really appreciate it. It does really help to support. And if you feel like leaving a comment, that's even better. I love to hear from you. And also invite you to check out my website, trueguidancetarot.com. A lot of new offerings, new programs starting, and there's still a few openings. So if that's interesting to you and you want to check it out, please go ahead. I'll see you next week.